All right, boys, it finally happened. We got these Bitcoin ETFs approved, but the price hasn't started moving yet. It looks like today might be the day, though, and the only question is, how far can we go?
Well, John, I can break news because your producers were asking, and a colleague just gave me the thumbs up, which means that the SEC is going to declare our prospectus effective, which means we can start trading tomorrow.
Yesterday, right around the closing bell, we finally got the announcement directly from the SEC that they're going to be approving all of the 11 Bitcoin ETFs. And according to Van Eck and this article on Investopedia, the spot ETFs are cleared to start trading as soon as Thursday. That's today. I don't expect them to actually start trading as soon as the market opens. It might be later on in the day, but either way, I think it's going to be an exciting day one way or another. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is sitting at about $46,000, and yesterday we didn't see a pump to new higher highs like a lot of people were expecting, but I think one thing that actually suppressed the price of Bitcoin yesterday was the flush of leverage that happened whenever the SEC had their false announcement the day before. Not to mention, it made a lot of people question the legitimacy of the actual announcement when we got it yesterday, and a lot of people might actually have been looking at the SEC's Twitter for the official announcement, but they announced it over here on their website like I said they probably would yesterday morning. It says, today the commission approved the listing and trading of a number of spot Bitcoin exchange-traded products or ETP shares. He goes on to talk about the previous ETP filings that he's declined and how he lost the ruling to Grayscale and the judge said he was arbitrary and capricious. Basically, that meant that he couldn't continue to deny these ETF applications. But if you scroll down to the bottom, he basically says he has no choice and that he doesn't even like Bitcoin apparently. He says, though we're merit neutral, I'd like to note that the underlying assets and the metals ETPs have consumer and industrial uses, while in contrast, Bitcoin is primarily speculative, volatile assets that's also used for illicit activity including ransomware, money laundering, sanction evasion, and terrorist financing. Oh yeah, it's only Bitcoin that happens with, right? Not the dollar. Anyway, while we approved this listing, it says, and trading of certain spot Bitcoin ETP shares today, we did not approve or endorse Bitcoin itself. Investors should remain cautious about the myriad risks associated with Bitcoin and products whose value is tied to crypto. Essentially, he said he didn't really have any other choice but to approve these ETFs, but he really didn't want to, and he doesn't like Bitcoin because it's used to escape the overreaching powers of the government, I guess. But I don't really think Bitcoin or Bitcoin investors care that Gary Gensler doesn't like it, because I think the feeling is kind of mutual. Gary Gensler has been stunting this industry, and hopefully soon, due to his recent blunders, he'll be ousted as the SEC chair and he won't be in our hair anymore. Another reason why we might not have been seeing the pump that we were expecting today is because we were actually seeing rumors all day about whether or not this thing was being approved. And even as early as 11 o'clock this morning, there was rumors circulating on X that it had actually happened already, but we didn't get the official announcement from the SEC until right around the closing bell, like I said, which seemed to kind of spread out the excitement and have a lot of people confused, which meant that people couldn't really pile into Bitcoin all at one time and send the price skyrocketing. Like I've said in some of my recent videos, the main thing that's going to actually send us up is the volume of inflows into the actual ETFs whenever they start to trade. Right now, we've already had a significant run-up, which has been driven by retail investors and people trying to front-run BlackRock. But retail investors only have so much money, and the real pump is actually going to happen whenever these institutions start pouring billions of dollars into these actual ETFs. According to this post by Bitcoin Magazine, institutions are already seeding their spot Bitcoin ETFs with millions and millions of dollars. Bitwise has $200 million, Van Eck $72.5 million, Fidelity $20, BlackRock $10, and if you add all of these up, according to the Bitcoin therapist down here, the 1 week total is $312.8 million, and that's just the beginning though. Rumors are also circulating that BlackRock might be lining up $2 billion for their spot Bitcoin ETF launch, and if that all actually pours into the price of Bitcoin tomorrow, then we're going to see a really exciting day, and a lot of people could get rich overnight. So what am I actually expecting to happen with the price? Well, actually, I'm kind of expecting some manipulation here, and honestly, if we don't break over and turn this line of resistance into support that's above us, it looks like we might actually be getting rejected here and coming down for a retracement, but we might see things pump a little bit into the opening of the actual trading on the ETFs, only for things to be sold off with manipulation from these big institutional players, as they wreck retail investors and get ready to scoop up some more Bitcoin on the low. If we do break above this previous resistance line that we've been bouncing off of for several years now, then hopefully we'll be exploding to the upside, and like I've said before, all bets are off. This much money has never been lined up and getting ready to be poured into Bitcoin in such short order, and these ETFs really are going to open the doors for billions of dollars that were previously not able to get into the market to actually start flooding in and send us for the biggest bull run ever. But nothing goes up in a straight line forever, and like I said before, this would be a really great opportunity for them to manipulate the price. So we'll just have to see how the first day of trading goes tomorrow, but I think this line of resistance right here is going to be the real deciding factor. In other news, here we have a post by Sir Doge of the Coin, which he posted after the SEC had their supposed hack, and he says, "What was the SEC's password? Wrong answers only." Elon Musk then responded and said, "LFG Doge to the moon." This saw the price of Dogecoin pumping temporarily, but I'm not sure if enough people actually saw this post for it to have a sustained rally. But I think the community might actually be waiting on the catalysts such as the Doge 1 mission or maybe even Doge being added to X. I was pretty disappointed to see that Elon Musk mentioning Dogecoin and saying to the moon actually didn't even send Dogecoin over 10 cents. But this is actually a sign that we're definitely back now, and as Elon Musk re-enters the Dogecoin community, hopefully he'll continue to hype it up and we'll actually see this thing blasting off in the coming weeks. Let me know in the comments, do you guys think we're going to see a record-breaking launch today, or do you think we're going to see these institutions take the first opportunity that they can to manipulate the price and wreck retail investors? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, but most importantly, don't forget to have a wonderful day, and I hope you make real great gains. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.